Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Pedicola, founder of Secrets of Life and Death and Second Chance Secrets. Secrets of Life and Death is actually a documentary film series, and so it's not surprising that I'm actually in a cemetery. Look at that. I like to come to this cemetery, it's called Sunset Cemetery, every day. Not only because it's wide open space and it's beautiful, but it also has a quietness and a peace that really helps me to collect my thoughts and to remind me of how short life is and how important it is for me to fulfill my mission. And I'm guessing that you're a lot like me, that you have a mission, a calling, and that is why you are a speaker, a motivational speaker, a leader, a change maker. So I said I was Dr. Michelle Pedicola and the founder of Secrets of Life and Death. I am an international best-selling author, a national and award-winning speaker. I've been in Toastmasters. I'm a DTM, which is called a Distinguished Toastmaster. I also have a PhD in sociology and psychology. So I understand all about this world that we're in right now. I'm also what you call a life transformation coach, and we are going through a major transformation right now, aren't we? This social distancing, this pandemic, the fires. I mean, look at this is a beautiful day, right? Look at that. We haven't had a beautiful day like that in weeks. And before that, we had unbelievable heat. So here we are, and it's beautiful again. But we don't know how long it's going to last. So we're going through a transformation. And if you are a motivational speaker or leader or coach and you're trying to get your message out to the world, you have found that the landscape has changed big time. Because I'm guessing that you did a lot of in-person presentations. That's where the money is, isn't it? And now you're having to learn to navigate this digital world. And it's challenging because it's very different. So I'm actually going to be inviting you to join my Facebook group, Share Your Brilliance Trainings, where every Monday I'm going to be talking about how you can upgrade to meet your audience in this new digital landscape. Sound good? About 10 o'clock in the morning, join me on my Facebook group. It's called Live Your Brilliance Trainings. I'll put a link in, or a button, a way to get there easily. What I want to talk about today is how things have changed. How this new media, this new format for communication is really very, very different from what it used to be. Now, I'm guessing that you have gone through some major life changes. And that's where you've gotten your message. That's where you have gotten your experience. That's where you've gotten your inspiration. And you survived, and you thrived. And you want to share your message with other people. And now, no more live events. And it's hard to adjust to this new digital media. I know, I started adjusting about a year ago, and it has been a learning curve because, for one thing, you don't have your people in front of you. You don't get their energy. And oh my gosh, don't you love it when you are there live with people and they love you and they send you all that energy and you send it back to them, and there's this interplay that goes back and forth. And now you have to kind of get to your people on a psychic level. You have to experience them on a whole different plane. And also the way in which you present it, say for a large group, you have to be pretty big, right? You have to really project yourself. Well, in this format, it's a little more intimate. Well, on the one hand, it feels a little disengaging because Here you are staring at a little tiny screen, right? And you don't see anybody. But in the other side, your audience is experiencing you face to face, person to person, intimately, in their own bedroom, in their own house, in their car, on their computers, their laptops. And so you need to reach them at that level. It's quite an experiential change. So that's one of the things I'm going to be talking about in my Facebook group, is how to make that shift and what you need to do to make that shift. Now, the other thing I'm going to be talking about is how to monetize your business. Now, maybe that's what kind of caught you in the first place, is, well, how do you monetize your business? Now, maybe you're a trust kid, or maybe you made a bunch of money on the stock market and you don't need to monetize your speaking. You're just giving back. Well, that's great. You still may want to listen to me, because I have some things to teach you about reaching your audience in this digital world. And in case you're thinking that it's going to go away, that if you just wait, things will go back to normal. Really? You really think it's going to go back to normal? In the meantime, why don't you take advantage of this new format and see what you can find out, see what you can learn. Join the curve and discover who you are online. It can't hurt. It can only help your presentation. Where I came from, I actually started speaking when I made my documentary film series, and I realized that the universe did not suddenly welcome me as, what was it, the movie Field of Dreams. I built it and they did not come. I built it and I realized that then I had to fly it on my own. So I had these wonderful documentaries, these wonderful films about life and death, and I did workshops, presentations, gave talks, shared my films, and that's how I got started. And then I, of course, went through a lot of different kinds of training on how to monetize it. Because although my documentaries did pay back the cost of making them, they are not life-sustaining. The real way to make a business out of your speaking is to sell products and services as part of your back end. And that's going to be one of the things I'm going to talk about in the Share Your Brilliance trainings, is what you need to do to sell your products and services. And maybe when you were speaking, you were a motivational speaker, you were getting gigs at corporations and conventions and nonprofit organizations, and they were paying you. Although I'm guessing probably not enough, because I've been there. So this is, if you aren't already doing this, this is a step you need to take. And if you are doing it, maybe you need to re-examine your business model. And we're going to be talking about that as well. So go ahead and click the link or the button and join my Facebook group, and join me every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's it for today. Be brilliant and share your voice.